In this section, we'll be going over product management and all the different variables in our system. So we'll be going through products and how to add and change, edit, view product types, how to input suppliers, how to group products and implement product classes, how to set deposit items and edit and view them, how to set up packaging types, price lists, unit of measurements, and so on and so forth. So we're on the home page, so we'll just go down into company management and product management just here. You can see you've got a list of the various different categories which you can customize and change different aspects of product management. So first we'll go into products here. So here you have all the products that your company holds in across all inventories or stocks at all. So you've got the code, you've got the name of the product, the manufacturer that it comes from, and then the default price as well. And if you click on any of them, you can see it brings up this screen, which has just a few more bits of information about the products. So you've got any product identification codes. We've got the UPC, this is the unique product code, got the EAN, which is just a standard barcode field, so on, the ISBN, International Standing Book Number. You can input barcodes, HSN codes, and NPM codes as well, which are manufacturer's part number. Here, we've got the photo of the product, and this will show up on the handheld device, so the mobile operative can easily be in the warehouse or the inventory, and he can, if he doesn't quite know what the stock is or the unit or the packet that it comes in, he can just look at the image and he'll be able to tell easily. Here we have the stocking, so you have the reorder level. Now the reorder level defines when you need to reorder stock, at what level the quantity needs to be reordered at. So say you need mango juice reordered at when it gets down to 10, when you have 10 units in stock, this is where you'd set it up. And then again, we have the supplier information, the unit of measurements here. So you can see, if we just edit this, it's where you define the measurements of any particular product, whether it's in kilograms, grams, liters, milliliters, so on and so forth. You've got the weight and the volume as well. If it's a catch weight product, this means for when you're weighing out maybe chicken or some sort of meat, and it doesn't come in a particular unit, it's weighed by, the price is based on its weight. This is where you'd set it up. So you just click this here, and then the customer would order, say, 10 kilograms, and that would coincide with the payment. If you go down a bit further, we've got different product classes. So whether it's for same-day delivery, whether you can define it so there are reasons for why you might skip this particular product when you're doing a delivery. Bottle deposits, coffee sales, so on, packaged waters. This is where you would just define the product class, which I'll show you a little bit more in this section just here. You've got the VAT category there, and you've got the product group as well. So you can see this is impact, and I'll show you that in more detail when we go through into product groups there. You've got all the pricing info. So you've got the default price of the product, the transfer cost, the minimum price that your drivers can sell the item for, and then the maximum price as well. So for any discounts or promotions, this is where you would define it. And your driver would not be able to exceed or go below the given prices. Here you have the packaging as well. So how many are packaged in which type of packaging. This is where you define it. So you can see there's 10 mango juice cartons packaged in plastic wrappers. And again, when you're editing this, you can choose from a number of different variables, and also you can change the quantity as suits your preference. And simply to add, you just click the add button up here, and you can also search for any type of product here. I'll show you for example. There. Okay, so if you go into suppliers now, here's where you set up the suppliers for all of your stocks. You've got the name of the suppliers, the code, and again, you can view and edit each of them. So you've got the supplier name, email the contact person for that particular supplier, phone number and address. You've also got the banking information and the bank contact details as well there. And then again, you simply just add new suppliers by adding them in there. In terms of product classes, this is how you categorize and break down different types of products. So you've got for this particular company, they've grouped products based on whether they're same day delivery after the order's been placed or 2 days following the order placement. You've got categories for water and bottle deposits, as explained before, dressings, mayonnaise, condiments, and all of this sort of thing. Again, you can add them in here. And if you go down to the bottom, you can see you add them in there. We also break products down into groups here. So you've got the names and the description of each one. Again, you add, and you can choose, this is completely variable for your company. You can choose as many different product groups as you like, and then you place categories and you place the products into them as shown before. When you're setting up the product, you just simply choose from the drop down the desired product group you want, whether it's to pack them in a wooden box, packed, 1 day delivery, and all of this thing. Next, we'll go into deposit items. So here's where you set up and define all of the different crates and containers that you use to store and to deliver your items in. So you simply just add and say you want cardboard boxes for a particular order, and then you also set the monthly deposit rent as well. There. And click save. And there you have it. Okay, so moving on, once we go into packaging, this is where you'd set out which type of packaging suits which type of products best. And again, when you're creating a product, you simply define from a drop-down menu which packaging type suits that item best and how you want it to be delivered. You've got the cost of the item there, and again, add as you see fit. In terms of delivery packaging types, you've also got this section here, which lets you define different containers and boxes. Again, these are for packaging when you're ready to deliver. So once they're in the van, they're packaged up in these type of delivery packages. Now, in terms of price lists, we have 3 separate types of pricing to break it down. We have general price lists, we have default price lists, and we have customer specific price lists. So as you can see here, we've got the name of a particular price list. We've got the type, that's general, customer, and so on, and we've got this tick box to say whether it's in the discount list or not. The discount type, you can define whether you want it to be in percentage or absolute. Absolute essentially means that if you, when you're setting up a product and the absolute discount is, you set it as 10, that's simply 10 pounds or $10 or whatever currency you're using. As with percentage, 10% off the total cost. So there you have the discount value as well, and then you can view, edit as you see fit as well. So here you've got the description saying there's a max 10% discount, and you can set out which type as well, whether it's a general or customer price list, name, description, and so on. Okay, and lastly, we have unit of measurements. So if you have large inventories and you have a large array of stock and different products, this is where you set out how each one is categorized and weighed, and the unit of measurement used for sales. So you've got, as you can see, for example, kilograms, grams, liters, milliliters, centimeters cubed, and the group, whether it's the weight, volume, or just simply a unit there. You choose to add, choose the unit of measurement, and group it. So if I show you for an example, if I take this sale order, for example, right here, we choose to edit, you see you've got these items here. We add a new item. You can see unit price, subtotal VAT, and then you can also define the discount type here, whether it's absolute or percentage as you saw before. Show you for an example, if you say it's an absolute discount and you choose set that as 10, the discount is £10 or 10 of whichever currency you're using. Okay, so once you've included different packaging types and you've entered them into the system, when you're packing orders, let's say this example that's in progress, it has not yet been packed, you have this option up here to put in packs. Simply click this and you add a new package and you choose name. You choose the package type based on the data that you input into the system. So say you only ever use plastic boxes and plastic bags, and say containers, only those three will be available to you, and you can add them take away as you see fit. Choose plastic box, you add in the barcode and the weight, the length, width and height. This is just more useful for the driver when he's packaging up the items and he knows which type of van he's using. Save that, and you can either choose to put all of the items of the load into one container, or you could equally choose, say, choose 5, and then you add another, and you could add another 5 in there, and then you would simply just confirm pack there. You can see the status is now changed to green. Okay, so that sums up product management. Thank you.